Okay, we're back. More book stuff. I just want to say that I feel like an idiot doing these videos, but I'm trying to practice and get better. So if you see these, just know I'm working on it, and I'm not trying to suck. All right, the book I'm talking about that I just finished reading is Manhunt by James L. Swanson. So as you can tell by the cover, this is the 12-day chase for Lincoln's killer. So yeah, I don't really know how to make good book reviews yet. Like I have it all in my head, but I don't know how to actually say it. Because every time I get to start talking about a book, I just go, oh yeah, it was good. But how is it going to help anybody else to know if it's something they should go spend their money on? So I wrote down some points, and I'm not going to read off the points, but I wrote down some areas to help me out. So hopefully this will make this more of a worthy review of your time. Why did I like this book? I'm a fan of the history of Abraham Lincoln and the Civil War. That just fascinates me. It's something that I'm extremely interested in. I've always just kind of been intrigued by how something like this could take place. And it's rather sad. And I think Lincoln's entire family history is sad. He's had kids that have passed away from sickness. His relationship with his wife doesn't seem like it was the greatest. And then to top it all off, the guy gets assassinated. So yeah, he's just kind of an interesting guy to learn about. So that's one of the reasons why I like this book and why I'm a fan of that why I'm a fan of that point in history in general. I also did read Killing Lincoln. Don't judge me if you don't like those books, but that's kind of what got me hooked. The second one that I wrote down is, did I like the way it was written? And I would say yes and no. There's some points in the book that were supposed to be cliffhangers that weren't cliffhangers at all, and it was kind of annoying. Like there'd be this big build-up for something to happen, and then nothing really that crazy would happen. Kind of seemed like it was a wasted time and opportunities, and the next one came up was like, oh, was nothing going to happen here? So nothing that was too serious. It didn't happen too much. And then also the middle of the book was just kind of I mean, but you know, you got to think that's also when the search for John Wilkes Booth kind of dried up for a little bit. So not really a lot happening. So you can kind of expect a little bit of a lull to happen. So I won't say that it was terrible. A little bit tougher to get through than the beginning and the end of the book. The writing was easily digestible. And what I mean by that is that there wasn't a lot of sentences or paragraphs or anything like that I had to go back and reread. It all kind of flowed nicely. The structure of the book was put together nicely. Overall, it was really enjoyable to read, very easy to read. And the last thing that I wrote down is, would I recommend it? And I would say yes. Even if you've already seen the show, this probably goes into way more detail than the show does, so I still think you would enjoy it. This is an insane part of history, to have a president assassinated in a theater like this. So I think most people would enjoy this book, so I would definitely say I would recommend it for you to go out and look for it, rent it, buy it, whatever you want to do. I think it's definitely worth your time. I have an insane incident to happen to kind of wrap up one of the shittiest points of American history with the Civil War. A crazy point in time that's just interesting to read about. So anyways, that's it. Let me know what you think. Peace.